Hello, you beautiful viewers. It's been quite some time since we played Monster Camp. Editing self, how long? Oh. Ooh. So yeah, I thought it'd be a good idea to come back and, well, get back into the swing of things. There are quite a few endings to do, and, well, while the others have passed on from their love of Monster Camp for the moment, honestly, I need to ask them about it, but I'm kind of nervous. You know how she is. So as we're kind of messing with audio right now, I believe we should kind of bring up the concept of what the hell am I doing? Well, today's golden idea, beautiful viewers, is to get a lovely date with this lovely figure right here. Mainly because I was going through the gallery and I found I have strangely only gotten... Well, I've actually gotten no secret endings with him. Everybody else. Not me, Milo. Or Milo. Still don't know what his name is. Sorry, their name, let's be honest and precise. Anyway, as I said, I believe it is time we try and get a few endings with Milo. Or Milo again, I cannot remember. But the other thing that kind of brought my attention back to Monster Camp is something in the meta shop. Hello again, player. See you anything you like? We've got behind the scenes art, we've got cool outfits, we've got drinks that no one who values their life should ever drink. Go nuts. Yeehaw, pack. Howdy, partner. Are you ready for some good old Wild West adventures? Down with me. And might as well get the extras, just to be sure. I don't really care about the drinks, I'll be honest. Be careful out there as he's sweating tank shells. Everything seems in order. It's time to start. One player. I believe we should go get a full or a short game. How I miss these words. Ah, Camp Spooky, the stage of some of our dearest summers. Back then we were young and unafraid. With school far away, everything seemed possible as the sun embraced us on our way to camp. Summer has that distinct power, doesn't it? You live for the days while the nights inebriate you with possibilities. It's like life could take a turn at every corner. And for us, it did. Of course, my man Brian.
Camp sounds like a lot of work.
Mood. Now, what shall we grab? We'll take the business anal paste. We'll take... magma trekking boots. And... You know, the bootleg one. Always need an adorable friend for an adventure. One might say that Monster Prom had hardened us on the highs and lows of love. But no, in love we're always absolute beginners. And summer camp was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of a summer love loomed over our heads. Close to the last day of camp, there was a meteor shower happening just 3 weeks away. Everyone knew that if you were into someone, you were going to watch that damn thing together. And so a silent yet powerful pressure invaded us. It was the Monster Prom all over again. Everything seemed uncertain, everything but one thing. Whoever we were asking on the meteor shower date, it was probably going to be one of the 6 coolest people on that bus. Joy Johnson-Jojima, 23, a badass witch who wanted to chill a bit after saving the world countless times. Aravi Mishra, 22, a hard-headed adventurer possessed by a curse, who turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever. Calculista Hewlett-Packard version 1.1, a library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. Dahlia Aquino, 20, a buff blue demon and warmonger who had set her sights on conquering summer next. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. And our effective boo. And Milo Belladonna, 23, a Death Reaper, dulling as an internet influencer, and who is profoundly in love with life and all its earthly pleasures. The bus trip was long and all of summer could be shaped by the very first step well taken. And so it was clear it all came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person. What's your favorite hobby? Popular, saving the world, crimes, raising succulents, very anime workouts, or efficient farming? Well, I do like crimes, but I think I'd want to be popular.
Popularity is such a fun hobby, Brian. I highly recommend it to anyone who is popularity challenged. The skills are simple and fun to cultivate. Just be likable, a force for good in the world, and socialize with others. I mean, of course, it doesn't hurt to have a viral social media following and a face that loves the camera.
Kinda wish I had some of those. I mean, the face issue
isn't a problem. I just don't like the camera.
but I think we could
Turn you into a popularity sensation yet, Brian.
We only had 3 weeks left to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Man, I missed that. Alrighty, let's see. Smarts is good. Charm is pretty good. Let's go for a nice hike in the woods, just to boost that smarts. Today you decide to hike all the way across the woods. You kind of want to see what's on the other side. It's a long and treacherous hike, and ends up only taking an hour. I guess those woods aren't that big after all. How do you and your friends get lost in them so often? I mean, how do you get lost in the lost woods? Anyway, it turns out there's a library on the other side of the woods. You go in and read some books or something and gain +2 smarts. You're in the woods searching for a safe place to Google leprechaun penis length, when suddenly you find Milo.
Fancy meeting you here.
Ooh.
Reba. Fancy meeting you here, Brian. Before you try to seduce me, you should know that I'm not here alone.
Milo gestures towards the adorable animal at the heels.
Meet my darling little pig. Now don't get my wrong.
Don't get my wrong. Okay.
I certainly didn't adopt this creature. I'm not ready for that kind of brand commitment. But I am ready for the ultimate earthly indulgence. Truffles. Have you ever had one?
You admit to Milo that you never feasted on a truffle. I mean, come on, you're not Jeff Bezos.
Ah, so you're still a truffle virgin. That's so exciting. You don't know what you're missing. Allow me to describe it in detail. From the moment you hold one in your hand, a truffle will envelop you with its powerful musk. Its strange density confounds you. It defies all expectations of a mushroom. The truffle dares you to take a bite. Whether it's shaved over a little brie or simply raw, the complex flavor overwhelms your senses. You'll taste like you've never tasted before. It's pure ecstasy.
Magnificent.
Really, it's misleading to think that you're the one consuming the truffle, because once you've tasted one, you know the truth. The truffle consumes you.
That's some weird nightmares you have there, Milo. Holy shit. You've never seen Milo this enraptured by the pleasures of the flesh. You suggest that you lose your truffle virginity with them over a romantic dinner.
That's a lovely idea and a surprisingly practical one, relative to your usual whimsical suggestions. But there's just one issue.
Milo wags their finger at the little pig.
This truffle pig is an absolute disgrace. I've been wandering around the forest with it for 10, maybe 15 minutes, and not a single truffle has been found. This pig is obviously defective. Pig, look at my follow count and obey my whims.
The pig looks up at Milo and snorts happily. The pig has no idea it's being an idiot. Get this pig to find some truffles so you and Milo can share the greatest sensory pleasure mushrooms can offer. I'm amazed that didn't go into drugs, but we're gonna go with it. Tell the pig that tonight you're having a romantic dinner, whether it's truffles or prosciutto. It's up to him. Adding self, can you find prosciutto or whatever that is? There's a clear problem here. That is not a pig, it's a duck. Well, I mean, obviously. Suddenly Milo's pig quacks and flaps its wings. Wait, what the fuck? Did I just say flaps its wings? After closer inspection, you point out to Milo that this little animal isn't a pig at all, it's a duck.
I mean, obviously it's a duck.
Hello, darling.
I couldn't find a pig to truffle hunt within the 5 minutes that comprised my attention span, so I simply found a duck and named it Pig. Brian, meet Pig the duck.
Isn't that a turducken, technically?
I also rebranded the pig to be the first ever truffle hunting duck. Sure, it has none of the physical properties that would allow it to find truffles like a pig snout,
Life is a gift.
but you can be whatever you want to be if I put my mind to it. Isn't that right, Pig?
Quack, says Pig. You're about to suggest that Milo finds an actual pig when the duck starts quacking like crazy and cuddling against Milo. You realize that the pig the duck is totally enamored with Milo, its owner, and wants to make Milo happy. Can you really blame that adorable duckling? You decide to team up with the duck to try and find truffles. You spend all afternoon in an intensive training montage. But you can't even find one truffle. Shit. And shit, that was a horrible sentence. You both know that returning without delicacy will be a slight disappointment to Milo. Neither of you can stand the thought of disappointing that sexy Reaper. Suddenly Pig the duck stares deeply into your eyes and pulls out a knife out of its bag. You slowly nod. You know what to do. A few minutes later, you return to Milo and present them with a delicacy even greater than truffles. Duck liver pate.
Dear God. How did you find pate? You know what, never mind, I don't care, it's all. Let's just enjoy together.
You munch down with Milo. With every bite you can taste the delicious, complex flavor of self-sacrifice in the name of love.
Magnificent.
Yum. Nothing quite like the satisfaction of consuming earthly pleasures, eh, Brian? But wait, where did Pig the Duck go? I just started an Instagram account.
You lie to Milo. You tell them that Pig the Duck ran away while secretly wiping the duck blood off your hands. A tear comes to your eyes. You remember the brave sacrifice of Pig the Duck. All to make beautiful, innocent Milo happy.
Hey, darling.
Brian, you're crying. What's wrong? Is it because the pate was so moving? My God, I had no idea you were so deep. You're a poet, darling.
You are haunted by Pig the Duck's immaculate culinary sacrifice. And turns out pate is really good. It's so yummy you even get a stat boost. Enjoy +2 creativity and +1 charm. And the thought of knowing you killed a poor innocent duck.
Let's do this.
Let's continue with our hike through the woods. That day while you're hiking through the woods, an angry gnome steps into your path.
Halt, giant beast!
He cries.
If it is passage you seek, you must first answer my riddles 3. Riddle number 1. How is a raven like a writing desk?
That's a tough call. But you give your answer. You punt the gnome into the sky and continue on your merry way. Don't mess with the legs of a wanderer. I can send anyone to God. Apparently that was the correct response because nobody else tries to fuck with you. You gain +2 smarts. The sky is clear, the birds are singing, and you, a robot, an accursed monster slayer, and a death-bringing Reaper are merely merrily skipping through the woods, hunting a leprechaun. Okay. Bounty hunter. Love it to death. Storekeep slash... I'm gonna put up... Barber, and then... El Bandito. I love it.
You guys seen any loot around here?
So what's the deal with killing leprechaun? How many experience points am I gonna get? Do I get a sneak bonus if I attack from behind?
Error. Due to the sixth mass extinction, The slaying of leprechauns is inadvisable. They are considered endangered by the United Monsters Nations.
Oh, not another
Yeah,
day.
I'm not really interested in working today. I figured we'd grab them, get some sweet pics for the gram, stick a pot of gold emoji in there, and then release them and call it a day. Speaking of the gram, this one, the only spots in the woods I haven't even posted a pic of yet. Hop in everyone, it's selfie time.
You gather around for a cute pic full of ironic duck face, dabbing, and bunny ears. You know your boy hitting that dab.
Let's uploading.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I am using hate idiomatically here because technically I feel nothing, but there appears to be no reception here.
What? That's such bullshit. With no connectivity, my party has lost their buffs. Totally non-optimal.
My memories are unable to back up, and with no internet access, I am unable to continuously learn and download updated information to correct any mistakes. What if I become racist? What if I connect to the internet and hashtag Calculaster is over is trending because I have become problematic?
My phone.
You're worried if I don't post in the next 5 minutes, all my followers would think I've died, and I won't even be online to reap the pity likes.
Hey, chill out, guys. Being online isn't everything. Let's just hang tight and order a pizza. Oh no! We have no service. Oh fuck, where am I gonna get pizza? We need the internet stat.
Yikes. Seems like your friends are spiraling out of control. Of course, you could use this as a teachable moment about your extreme dependence on the internet. But you're not gonna do that. LOL. You're taking the easy way out and snagging some net. Here's how. What we need is a long wireless antenna. Hey, wait. What's that between your legs, Calculaster? We just need to lure the internet out into the woods. Quick, create some content. I kind of want it to be the bottom one, I'll be honest. Sadly, I think the more actual good concept, just because that's creativity, I would have to guess, because, you know, we're making something. But Smarts is literally, he's a robot. Partner. I love they actually added in the cowboy. Partner Brian, do you mean the extremely long wireless antenna between my legs?
No judgment, but why were you keeping an extremely long, high-powered Wi-Fi antenna between your legs?
I've been storing it for partner Damien. He said it was to hide the evidence of a perfectly legal burglary/arson incident that would one day double as extremely delayed comedic payoff. I mean, it worked.
Hashtag winning.
It would seem that today is the day. Pick for the socials. Hashtag eggplant emoji. Hashtag wireless antenna emoji.
There's an emoji for that? Alright.
But hey, doesn't it really matter what's between your legs?
Somebody say
As long as it gets us internet so we can order pizza.
Not that I was gonna say, but not exactly the universal truth, but in this case it works.
It sure does. Milo posts get you +2 charm, and the slice of pizza you share with Ravi and Hex gives you +1 fun. Thanks, Calculaster. Now we're still not quite there on getting our actual thing, but we're gonna go through with it. Ah, here's an interesting log. You and Milo are debating whether or not the human personification of apple pie would be an NMFP or an ISFJ. When Dahlia comes crashing into your conversation. Dahlia Dimmadome, owner of the Demon Well Dimmadome. I had to make the joke. Milo, Brian, I need your help with something.
But I don't want to be helping right now. I had a stressful day reaping the soul of a sobbing child's beloved dog, and I totally broke a nail swiping left on the haters earlier.
But I have to go to this event that will be filled with celebrities and aristocrats. And I have to spend an exorbitant amount of money on this useless trinket to present to the host.
Well, you've got me. Spending an exorbitant amount of money on this useless trinket to bring him to a socialite event is sort of my specialty. Spill the tea, girl.
So the king and queen of the fourth circle of hell just died in a mysterious acid breath-related accident. Their son, acid breath Aaron, is having his coronation ceremony next week.
Okay, seems legit.
Every demon who's any demon is going to be there, giving gifts to the young king. It's my big chance to impress a potential ally that I can one day brutally betray. But I really don't know what murderous boy king's like.
This is an opportunity.
Have you thought about getting him a scented candle that smells like the spiritual concept of beige?
No, see, this is exactly why I came to you, Milo. I would never have thought of that in a million years. Yeah, and neither would have any other sane person. Luckily, you know the perfect gift for the little regicidal maniac. The gift of music. Compose him a catchy theme song for the fourth circle of hell. Or a rock, but like a really cool rock. I really do believe it's gonna be music though. Might as well go music. Because I mean, that just sounds like Dahlia.
Hashtag winning.
Oh yes, how delightfully quaint. The best gift you could ever possibly give is a gift that comes from the heart.
Oh, so like I give him a still beating heart I pulled out of somebody's chest?
No. You should do the music thing that Brian suggested. I'll be.
Man.
Fine. But this is better work. Are you guys gonna help me write this song at least?
Hey, darling.
Of course we are, darling. Come on, Brian. Let's compose a symphony so beautiful it'll move both heaven and hell.
I think I can do that. Hell, 300 years in the future, a tavern innkeeper is chatting amicably with one of her regulars while she pours him in yet another mug of ale.
Tell me more tales, traveler.
Oh, these guys, I love them. I'll try my best to give her a voice that she actually sounds like.
And then after that, the bug-eyed creep left without even paying his tab. You really do meet all kinds when you run this little inn.
Yeah, it's a long story.
Yeah, you said it. Well, I've even met even crazier characters amidst my travels. Once spent an evening being regaled with tales from an old peddler from the fourth circle.
Really? I've always wanted to visit the fourth circle. I've heard it's quite a prosperous place.
Indeed. And its prosperity can be traced all the way back to King Aaron the Artistic, who reigned 300 years ago. His kingship was probably been remembered for his bloodthirstiness, were not for his legacy in creating the fourth circle's lovely national anthem. Let's see, I used to know the words. All hail Aaron, you won't be sharing your crown with your father anytime soon. Glory to Aaron, what else rhymes with Aaron? We'll keep caring for you the whole night through. The rest of the anthem is the 30-minute drum solo that usually ends with an impromptu decapitation.
I got a drum set in the back and the dishwasher I've been meaning to fire anyway. Let's have a round on the house and sing all night.
Meanwhile, in the present, Blaren, Graren, Neosporen. What else rhymes with Aaron? I need at least like 12 more verses. This is so hard. Wait, I can just end the song with an instrumental break. Duh. Never mind, art is easy again because I am great at everything.
When life gives you
Those lyrics are certainly something, Dahlia. I can say with full confidence your gift will make a lasting impression.
Excellent. That is the best kind of impression. Milo doesn't really respond. They just laugh and give you a meaningful look. That prolonged eye contact with them sustains you for days afterwards. Swoon. Bring out your flasks. You know what? I'll take a gamble. You were waiting all day, all the week to this moment, visiting Wall and getting a good drink.
Well, look what you can't do again.
I have some drinks here for you. It's up to you which one you drink. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Not the bees. Well, you're peeling, right? Can't know if I drink that, but the real question is, will you? I also have the mystery bar because at this point, who knows what you drink? Well, you know what? Let's do it. Yeah, no, totally. I was testing your common sense. And you passed. Your prize is the drink you chose. During spooky high, bees pouring out of your mouth, remember? Well, in spooky camp, the bees pour in. You actually just drank a bunch of bees. You sure did. It's so epic that from that day on, everyone knows you as Nicolas Cage.
I could use a drink.
Damn right. Not the bees! No! Ah! Hope you can stomach it. Hippie trills. Stomach full of bees. I have a warm buzzing feeling in my insides. And no, I will not apologize for that joke. Well, we still haven't gotten the next statement, so... We haven't actually even gotten the beginning. Well, we'll keep trying the forest. You hike deep into the woods and find a mysterious journal with the number 3 on it, half buried in the dirt. Inside is tons of information on local monsters and how to defeat them. Covers gnomes, psychics, time travelers, and Illuminati-shaped demons. Oh, what a boring journal. Where's the drama? Where's the inner thoughts and insecurities about school crushes? Whoever wrote this journal knew nothing about how journals work. You gain no fun from this, but surely you get +2 smarts. Boring. Huge news. Milo has agreed to let you and Calculus follow them around for the afternoon. Cal wants Milo to teach him how to truly enjoy life. You're just really into Milo. And old Cal.
Milo Belladonna.
Oh, Milo, my apology.
Ah, I adore the woods, don't they? Wait, you want to meander a little? Here, Nicolas Cage. Take my picture while I pretend to be lost amongst the trees.
Engaging catmodule.exe.
Milo, it has been so helpful to observe your behavior. Based off my observations, in order to better enjoy life, I need to meander spontaneously, roughly 833% more often. Suddenly, a terrifying old lady jumps out from behind a tree. Shit! It's the Baba Yaga, the witch who lives in the woods and complains a lot. Yeah, I don't want to do an old woman voice for this, so I'm gonna just go my own. I have caught you now, you children. Look at you, you little rats. Just wandering left and right like you own the place. Are these woods your house or something?
Ah, what a good question. I suppose in the way all beautiful places feel like home to me. So yes, this forest is our house, metaphorically.
Wait, so you naughty children actually do live in the woods? Huh, since I also live in the woods, that technically makes us neighbors. And since you were neighbors, it's your duty to cat sit for me while I'm on vacation. I'm going to a convention for child-eating enthusiasts, and someone must care for Mr.Beanzo. The Baba Yaga pulls out a big fluffy cat out of her sleeve and hands it to Calculus. Its name is Beanzo. We are learning a lot, folks. Like, this is some big information. The cat is Beanzo. Well, I am programmed to be friendly neighbor. Just to confirm that this task is within my capabilities. How long will you be gone? Who knows? It could be 2 hours or 2 years. Goodbye, naughty children. The Baba Yaga throws a smoke bomb on the ground, and when it clears, she's gone. And Calculus is still holding Mr.Beanzo. You're cat sitting now, baby.
What do you want, my cat friend?
I find this series of events very stressful. Cats are such enigmatic life forms. I barely have any knowledge of how to care for them. Am I holding Mr.Beanzo correctly?
Oh, don't worry, little metalhead. Cats are easy to take care of. We just need to, respect the cat's emotions, be good listeners, and never go to bed angry, obviously.
Milo. God, I'm gonna keep screwing that up. I just ran that statement through my meaning detection algorithm, and it's returning numerous errors. Can you clarify how to properly take care of Mr.Beanzo?
Ah, fine, you caught me. I don't know anything about cats besides the fact that they drive huge views to video content, but I have no idea how to keep them alive or whatever.
Milo and Calculus are both turned to you, hoping that you have some knowledge that will help you. But hey, you didn't even know what a cat looked like until very recently. Yet we had a cat girl back in Monster. Yeah, I'm not questioning that. Suddenly, Mr.Beanzo starts meowing over and over again. What the hell?
Oh, poor little Mr. Beanzo. He must be hungry or angry, or maybe he's depressed. Isn't he anyway?
What do we do?
Oh, Mr. Beanzo.
Shit, we're all out of time. Make up your mind quick. What the fuck does this cat want? Mr. Beanzo is meowing to assert his dominance. He must show the cat that he recognizes Roy by his alpha. Bow to Mr. Beanzo. Mr. Beanzo just wants all cats want, to drive a bitchin' Ferrari. Isn't that the story of... I feel like that bottom one is... from the... Ah, God, come on, brain. From the wildfire ending for Damien. Heading self, bring it up if you can. See if that's right. If it isn't, don't worry about it. So let's see how this goes. I don't know what it is, but those adorable crossed eyes remind me so much of my own cat. All hail Mr. Beanzo.
Hashtag slay.
Oh my god, Nicolas Cage is obviously correct. Mr. Beanzo is demanding that we make him our god. We must supplicate ourselves to him immediately.
Oh, okay. In order to show Mr. Beanzo his obvious supremacy over me, I will, continue to hold him in a comfortable position.
And Milo, shall write a poem for this cat. It will be a spoken poem. It will be so beautiful that Mr. Beanzo's name will be forever painted across the pages of history.
On the spot, God, I can't even say your name right. Milo improvises a poem about how cute Mr. Meowzo's paws are. It's the most emotionally moving poem of all time. Mr. Beanzo still won't stop meowing shit.
Well, this high maintenance cat's clearly dominant over the three of us. Maybe he just needs a larger pack of worshippers to reign over.
This cat is a good cat.
Yes, that must be correct. But where can we find a large group of people who are willing to follow the painstaking daily minutiae of a cat?
Instagram. Duh.
Milo takes Mr. Beanzo on Instagram. He gets super popular immediately, mostly because he's a big fluffy kitty cat with itty bitty little bitty beans for toes.
Classic cat.
Toes? Well, there's a misspelling.
Ah, look at him purring. Mr. Beanzo is so happy to have asserted his dominance over 485,000 followers. Aren't you happy, Mr. Beanzo?
I am pleased that we have provided adequate care for Mr. Beanzo. Providing care for small to medium organic life forms is one of my favorite primary directives. Milo, do you think that all cats are skilled at social media because of their instinctive need for dominance over a horde of worshipping followers?
Well, Mr. Beanzo's followers are making t-shirts that say, Beanzo demands your subservience, so yes, I think instinctive need for dominance sounds about right.
I am also pleased that Nicolas Cage provided such accurate cat care advice. Personally, I did not know that social media followers are necessary to keep a cat alive.
Yes, it seems so obvious now. Everyone requires social media followers. We'd perish in irrelevancy without them. That's a fate worse than death, trust me.
Just want to say thank you to all you beautiful viewers who are actually watching this, or ones who have yet to become. Wink.
I have returned for my convention. I ate several naughty children, even a naughty toddler. Oh, why look at Mr. Beanzo? He looks as happy as when I let him nap inside my oven. I suppose I could say good job to you filthy children. Now get back, Mr. Beanzo.
Goodbye, Mr. Beanzo. I'll always remember our time together because I have a bug-free memory storage system and several backups. The three of you wave goodbye to Mr. Beanzo and then immediately monetize his Instagram following. You take all your influencer cash and buy +2 smarts and +1 fun. Hell yeah! I'm smart as hell. Now we need to get the ending here, otherwise it's gonna be a bit of a pain. So let's go. Let's change things up for a second. Let's get some shot. While you're in throes of a battle against Camp Dome, one of your teammates suddenly gets shot by 3 swift arrows. Also, darling, he asks you to take the +2 charm he had hanging around his neck, a silver locket. It's a family heirloom. He wants you to take it to his father and tell him his son died in battle. Well, crying, you promise to do so. You'll honor his death. Thing is, later you end up binge-watching 15 episodes of Garfield back-to-back, and you totally forget about your promise. Whoopsies! Afterwards, you end up vibing with Milo. You're sharing a hammock, cuddling up close with each other. You're both checking your phones. Hell yeah! What could be more emotionally intimate than quietly scrolling right beside your #1 summer crush? Suddenly, Milo's phone starts blowing up. Granted, Milo's phone's always blowing up, but right now it's worse than usual.
Darling.
No need to look so jealous, dear. Just a work text. I keep telling the head office not to contact me when I'm taking a staycation. But I suppose this reaping is urgent. La la la, another day, another debt. Oh my god. It's a little awkward, isn't it? Well, not awkward for you because you don't know yet, and I shouldn't tell you. But I can't resist a little gossip. Listen, Nicolas Cage. I usually don't disclose proprietary information, but I just gotta dig for next week to collect your soul.
This just in, Nicolas Cage has been found dead.
Huh?
Milo's going to reap your soul. That sounds super terrifying and also a little bit hot. Ask Milo if this means you're going to die next week.
A short answer, yep. You're totally gonna die. Long answer, life, death, and fate are weird and kinda messy. And it's hard to say 100% because of quantum nonsense, but if I'm getting the gig, yeah, you're gonna die. Congratulations.
Holy shit. This is the most awkward news you've ever received while lounging in a hammock. You start to freak out.
No, Nicolas Cage, don't freak out. I'm an expert, and I promise you, it's not as scary sounding as it seems. Death reminds us of the profound, infinite beauty of life. And realistically, it's not like you're immortal or anything. Sorry to burst your bubble, but death is gonna find you eventually, boo.
Excuse me, I'm a zombie. I technically can't die.
TBQH, I'm actually doing you a huge favor by letting you know ahead of time. It's my gift to you, the opportunity to go out with a bang.
Oh.
This is the first day of the
Let-
rest of your life.
Make this the last week of your life, the best week of your life. We'll spend every moment together, and we'll end it with a huge party. A celebration of Nicolas Cage.
God, you just gotta love it when the world comes together. A whole week with Milo. That sounds like heaven. And is exciting enough to distract you from your imminent death. You're in.
Aesthetics on point.
Lovely. God, you're going to get so many posthumous followers. I'm almost jealous. Oh, and we should start continuing the party aesthetic right away. We need something big, memorable main event at the party. Something that'll honor your true essence, Nicolas Cage. And Avi, it should be Snapchat friendly. Any ideas?
Your time to shine. Quick, what's the perfect way to 1. Entertain your party guest, 2. Commemorate your entire existence, and 3. Impress Milo. You will narrate the epic tale of your life through the profound carnal medium of interpretive dance. We'll have your friends give toast in your honor. It'll be emotionally moving, and everyone will get shit-faced. 2 birds, 1 stone. The concept of Nicolas Cage dancing interpretively to explain his life before his death. That sounds so much like him. Oh, goddess. But well, there's a drink in their hand, so let's give that a try.
Magnificent.
Ah, that's perfect. It'll be like celebrating your life by intertwining it with the lives of people you loved. I had no idea you were so profound, Nicolas Cage. But if I know anything about drunken party toast, we're going to need pre-approval on these speeches. We've got no choice but to conduct a rehearsal immediately.
You spend the afternoon getting all your friends together and breaking the big news you're dying next week. Shockingly, they all seem pretty okay with it. You humbly request they deliver a toast for you at the party. And just to be safe, you write the speeches yourself.
Hello, darling.
Alright, lovely people. Welcome to the rehearsal of Nicolas Cage's elegant end-of-life blowout bash. Let's proceed with the heartfelt eulogies.
Oh god, I've got so many characters to voice, I've truly doomed myself.
A sob, sob, sob. Oh my god, I can't believe that Nicolas Cage is dying. I'm like totally sad about it. Oh wow. God, that would be Polly reacting to it. But honestly, being dead is totally, even isn't it a thing? Ghosts have more fun. My favorite memory of Nicolas Cage is when he saved a school bus of orphans from falling into a pit of lava using his mecha thick ass cheeks.
Oh, God. These jokes write themselves, people, I swear.
To work, twerk, to work.
And damn. Anyway, let's pour one out for Nicolas Cage and pour another one out for Nicolas Cage's butt. Those cheeks will be missed.
This cannot be for real.
Okay. Am I the only person who is kind of weirded out that Nicolas Cage is apparently dying next week? No? Just me? Cool. Anyway, Nicolas Cage was apparently the most emotionally intelligent, thoughtful, and woke partner I've ever had. Here's to you. Nicolas Cage's funeral be looking different.
Nice try.
Psst. Nicolas Cage, you don't think people will actually fall for this, do you?
Ahem, gathered one and all, I shall now read aloud a speech commemorating Nicolas Cage. It is a speech that I definitely wrote myself. Besides me, Nicolas Cage was the greatest warrior of all time. His legacy shall be written in the stars next to Hercules and Orion. I drink in his honor.
Every moment is
What
beautiful.
incredible toast, everyone. I think it's quite clear that Nicolas Cage touched so many lives, including... Here's one last rehearsal toast from yours truly. Nicolas Cage is a silly goose. We're all aware of that, but we must remember that geese are some of the sweetest, cutest birds in the whole wide world.
Never stop being you.
I thought I knew that it meant to be really fall in love with life, but watching Nicolas Cage's constant elegant failures taught me that lesson all over again. Cheers, bae.
That went shockingly well. You spent the rest of the day getting totally drunk with your friends to practice for your party. All of that tomfoolery earns you +3 creativity. Again, Nicolas Cage just fits.
Sitting, my favorite activity.
Hey, there's my voice. Well, boy and non-gendered. In the glow of the campfire, you see Damien holding some kind of stick-like object near Milo's eyes. Lady is about to poke them out, so you rush over to stop blinding.
That's Damien style, baby.
I love his minor outfit.
And that's how you achieve the perfect smoky eye, powered by the smoke of an actual fire. Which is always the ideal backdrop for a smoky eye, so if there's no fire readily available, feel free to start your own.
Hey, darling.
Your makeup skills are impeccable, Damien. You don't even need to soften or rather unsoften the blow of your talent by immediately going back to arson.
I'm a spicy red adult.
But that's who I am. I'm Damien the arsonist, the badass, the criminal, the spicy red adult.
I would hate to be known for the skill set I've owned secretly since childhood, always dreaming about the day I could become a makeup artist and hairstylist, universally adored for my talent.
Mm-hmm.
A gender is such a cage.
Preach.
Also, that's just more for the reference, but we're going on.
What? No, if I were in a cage, I'd know, and I'd destroy it. No cage can hold me. I just need people to fear and respect me. Fear and respect is difficult to buy, even more expensive to maintain. I can't let people down like that.
This problem is putting up labels on yourself, Damien. If you chose to define yourself as a bad boy, you take the trappings of toxic masculinity that come with it. You can keep all your old hobbies like arson and crime, while celebrating your new hobbies like floor arrangements and figure skating.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Let's start with a poem to reveal your artistic side. Yes, that'll be the perfect thing to accompany your beautiful, delicate makeup skills. A beautiful, delicate poem.
This is a very poem and music enthralled episode. I don't know why.
If you really see my makeup as art, then you shouldn't need to pressure me to write a poem to be artistic.
Ooh, nice one, Damien. Those two Clearly, I'm going to see eye to smoky eye on this one. Time to do what you do best and pick a side. Why should Damien write a poem when rhymes are poetry already? Was that Damien? You can't rise to Milo's challenge? I knew you were scared of poems kicking your weak prosaic ass? Cuckoo, caw, caw, cuckoo, cuckoo, caw.
Cuckoo caca, cuckoo caca. I can tell by your incredibly accurate impression that you are calling me chicken, which I am absolutely not.
Fight me, dude!
The only thing I've ever been a chicken. Wait, the only time I've ever been a chicken when I disguise myself as one to cockfight some cockfighters to teach a lesson about not cockfighting. Cock. And since that's not happening right now, then I must not be a chicken.
This is an
Damien, it's
opportunity to
okay.
grow.
Part of being sensitive is admitting when you're afraid.
I am not afraid. I'm gonna poem. I'm gonna poem her right now, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna poem so hard it's gonna blow your fucking mind. Let's fucking rock. The trees. The trees.
Yes, the trees. What about them?
The trees are there. They're gonna be there. They're gonna do it. The trees fucking fuck.
Rad!
Wait, yeah, that's it. Tree orgy. That's my whole poem. No, wait. Tree orgy, free orgy.
Fuck off!
Shut up, I did my best.
And there's something beautiful about that when you think about it. Being willing, sorry, to try something and fail that hard does take a certain amount of vulnerability.
Like and subscribe.
And yes, one feminine rhyme isn't going to erase years of toxic masculinity, but it's a start. Want to go write some poetry of our own, Nicolas Cage? Also,
Like and subscribe like Milo said.
hey, thanks.
You kinda hope writing poetry is a euphemism for making out? But it turns out it's a euphemism for writing poetry and posting it to Milo's Insta with pictures of sunsets and sad people in silhouette. Yep. Still, it's nice to spend time with them. And your ode to FOMO is beautiful when juxtaposed against an image of a galaxy. Bring out your flasks! I'll take a gamble. Let's see what we got. You were waiting all week for this moment, visiting one and getting a good drink. Well, look at that right then. I have some drinks for you. It's up to you what you drink. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Oh, the Manhattan. What do you say? Will it take the drink of the day? Or would you prefer the mystery box? To be honest, the options are only clear. Time to drink all of Manhattan. Yeah, no, totally. I was taking a common sense. And you passed. Your prize is the drink you chose. Ah, Manhattan. Yeah, turning the actual location into a drink. People are in there screaming. It's so fucking concentrated that everyone has the opportunity to gain plus 1 extra stat at every location. You'll be one with the location. It's the part where I leave before you puke all over me. Hi, Joe. Is that like the new iPhone? I cannot gauge.
Let's do this.
I love the big +1 over everything. Let's go. I feel like the woods more. You're hiking through the woods when you're approached by an NPC who has a quest for you. You can tell he's an NPC because he says only the same thing 4 things over and over and keeps doing the same idle animations. NPC's quest is to deliver a very important scroll to her father. She makes it extremely clear that no one else is allowed to read it or terrible things will happen. You read of OFC. Turns out that her father's secret recipe for the perfect peach cobbler. It looks like her dad is never going to make that famed dessert in time for the NPC family potluck, because you read the recipe scroll and gain +3 smarts. Since you're dying next week, Milo has been helping you live your last days to the fullest. Currently, the 2 of you are getting a super fancy pedicure, where little fish eats the dead skin off your feet. It feels amazing and it's hella IG worthy. Also, Milo is a reaper, so are they dead? Also, I'm a zombie. Does that mean they're just eating my legs down to the bone?
Milo Belladonna. Here
Ah.
at last.
That really hits the spot. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Fish get better pedicures than people. And I needed some R&R. This non-stop life celebrating with you has been all-consuming, but honestly, I can't remember the last time I had so much fun.
Milo looks at you with such bedroom eyes. Your heart starts to race. It's a tender moment.
While we're enjoying this tender moment, I thought we could talk about deets for your end-of-life bash. I've been really immersing myself in the preparations, Nicolas Cage. This might be some of the finest party planning work of my entire career. First off, the venue is insane. I got my boss to let me borrow her interdimensional penthouse. The ceiling is made of diamonds and the bodyguards are literally four-dimensional. We're going to do this huge dramatic entrance for you where you burst out of a coffin. Cute, right? And the coffin outfit is the perfect amount of slutty. Trust me. Oh, and you're not going to believe the guest list. All the basics, sure, but we have some huge guests on the year. I did not realize you had this kind of pull, darling.
I mean, it is Nicolas Cage.
Keep it on the DL, but we've got several prominent ghosts coming. Both Edison and Tesla, so things should get interesting. But still, I feel like something's missing. I think we need a mind-blowing VIP surprise guest.
Magnificent.
Someone who can show up halfway through the party, uninvited, and have a poetic final embrace with you. A real moment, you know. Does anyone come to mind? Maybe a long-lost twin from whom you were separated at birth and have never actually met?
Milo's right. You definitely need a kick-ass special guest for the party. You don't have any long-lost twins. Let you know, world. But you do know the perfect VIP to invite. The obstetrician... Editing self, please put it in, because I can't even read that right. Who was there for your birth? He ushered you into this world, and now he'll usher you out. Or, the party is all about you, so summon alternate versions of yourself from other timelines. It'll be poetic and awesome, like when Beyonce looks in the mirror. I mean, it's awesome. Come on, alternate universe.
Hashtag
Yes!
Ooh, good call. Multiversal selves are such a thing right now. Let's do it, boo.
You and Milo finish your pedicures and then go ask Joy to perform a summoning ritual of your alternate selves from other timelines. Joey says she can do the ritual, but it's super difficult, dangerous, and will cost her some of her life force. You and Milo assure her this is a matter of life and death. She is a competent-ass witch, so of course, she rips open a huge multiversal portal. It's purple, pulsating, and she yanks like 8 different versions of you out of that thing.
Oh, this is absolutely precious. It's a rainbow of Nicolas Cage.
Like every one of his roles, like Ghost Rider, the guy from Face Off, Walk Tall, the janitor from Willy's Wonderland, the detective from the Cat Sacrifice. You gather around your alternate universe selves and give them the lowdown. They're here to be your party guests and you face your impending death. That makes perfect sense, says one of the Nicolas Cages. You know, in my universe, I actually saved the world from 2 separate nuclear apocalypses. Yeah, sounds like me. But I never had the true strength to face my own mortality. You're so brave, Nicolas Cage.
Totally,
Says another version of you.
you're the most heroic one of us all, soon to be Nicolas Cage. Hip hip hooray. Never thought about it before, but I suppose you are pretty heroic.
Editing self. What's our channel name again? Hey, yeah, that is kind of weird.
Nicolas Cage, and you're naturally popular, which is even more important.
Your multiverse selves agree to chill out in this universe with the party. You get to know them a bit. And the best one by far is Centaur Nicolas Cage. Editing self, just find a picture of a centaur, slap Nicolas Cage's face on there. He's exactly like you, except he comes from a universe where everyone is centaurs. Everyone here is bipedal. God, what a mind trip. Hey, Milo, an original Nicolas Cage. Want to take a ride? Nerd, says Centaur Nicolas Cage.
Hashtag
A centaur ride with Nicolas Cage on Nicolas Cage? Oh, that's completely on brand. I'm in.
You and Milo hop onto the centaur version of you. The three of you go for a super romantic ride. The wind blows through your hair. You're happy to be alive. And if we're being honest, you're super turned on by this whole multiverse Milo experience. You gain +3 fun, along with a fun new fetish. And you know what? One last wander through the woods before. During your hike through the woods, you find a baby bird that's fallen out of his nest. You nurse him back to health with some delicious trail mix. You also give him some great advice on puberty and how to do his taxes when he grows up. Then the mama bird finds you and she is pissed you're holding a baby. She tries to make your eyes out, but you'll fight her off. You've learned an important lesson today. Don't fuck with birds. You gain +3 smarts. You're going to die in less than 48 hours, but honestly, this has been the best week of your life. And it's all thanks to Milo. They've been spending every moment with you, planning your big party and helping you celebrate all the best parts of being alive. Currently, the two of you are admiring some blooming pink cherry blossom trees together. In a private garden, of course, no peasants around to obstruct your view.
Hashtag blessed.
Aren't the blossoms gorgeous, Nicolas Cage? Technically, cherry blossoms are supposed to bloom in the spring, not the summer, but I call in a few favors with nature, so you could see them now. It'd be downright tragedy if you die before seeing these flowers, after all.
Milo sighs heavily and leans on your shoulder. They whip out their phone and start texting. You realize that this is one of your favorite parts of life. Quiet, comfortable silence, while someone you adore is texting right beside you. You enjoy the moment.
Oh, look, Nicolas Cage. The caterer for the party just confirmed that they can make the amuse-bouche look like tiny versions of your face. Thank God. My, I can't believe the party is tomorrow. Life flies by so quickly. By the way, have you started contemplating a big party toast? It'll be the total climax of the evening, and really the encapsulation of what made your life worth living. No pressure, though.
Hey, darling.
Why don't you read me what you have so far, darling? I'm sure I'll be thoroughly impressed with your profundity.
Okay, it's time to impress the fuck out of Milo with your big party speech. You've been working on it, so this should be pretty easy. You'll just have to make up 2 poetic metaphors and 1 mind-blowing closing line. Here goes.
Oh, God.
I just realized I accidentally paused during those last parts. Editing self. Just put up the words. I chose a beautiful song and a juicy peach to complete with, or something like that. My apologies. And as I prepare to leave, I want to tell you all about the thing I think everyone should at least do just once before leaving this realm. We should all... I'm gonna admit this is a little chilling, but... Oh God, they knew. Haha! There's always a workaround.
Aesthetics on
Ah,
point.
yes. Your words ring true, so wise. I've brought death to so many people and I couldn't have put it better together myself. Death truly is the end of a beautiful song. Also, I'm an influencer. Like, comment, and subscribe is kind of my life. When you think of it like that, my job as a Grim Reaper requires a whole new layer of meaning, doesn't it? And life, yes, life, such poetry, Nicolas Cage. Make life and death make so much sense. Of course, life is clearly a decadent, juicy peach to be enjoyed to the last bite. It can only end with the end of a beautiful song. And those two things are perfect complement for each other. Such obvious balance.
Life.
Ah, when you put it like that, you make me fall in love with life all over again. Also, we are recording. Nicolas Cage, I didn't know you had such poetry in your heart. Thank you for sharing it with me. Finding the poetry in life may sound cheesy, but it is so necessary. Sadly, there are so many people spending their days complaining and focusing on what makes them hurt. So much frustration, anger, and sadness. I can think of a few. We work. It's true that life can be hard, but it's not a good or bad thing. It's complicated entanglement of many things that spin and spin. until it stops spinning when you least expect it. Will you welcome death as the final chapter to all the delicious things your soul savored? Or will you ask yourself why you never got the chance to like, comment, and subscribe as you realize all that could be and wasn't? Hint, hint. Then there's the other people, the ones that, as you say, see life as a decadent, juicy peach to be enjoyed to the last bite. It is so sweet to watch them die. Their soul truly sings Nicolas Cage, as they found the little miracles hidden in their day by day. They remember all the kisses, all the dances, all the laughter, every celebration where they ended up embracing the sun as it arose, surrounded by loved ones, embriagated of life.
Magnificent.
They look so at peace. And as they take my hand, they tell me all about those beautiful memories.
Milo takes your hand.
How can you not live life when in between all the pain, it has the potential to harbor all the raw, aggressive beauty?
Every moment is beautiful.
Isn't everything weird and wonderful? If we only had met before, if you only had one more time,
We could like, comment, and subscribe together.
imagine that.
You're killing it.
No, I choose to focus on what's good. I am happy that we met now, Nicolas Cage, and that I got to know you this well before you go. Come.
Milo pulls you into a vibrant, passionate dance.
Tomorrow will be a sad day, but also a wonderful day. Let's dance to life, and to all that makes those wild rides something so memorable. And to you and me,
Life
Nicolas
is a
Cage.
gift.
Let's dance forever till the world ends. Dance with me.
They look at you so intensely. It's like they pierce the very core of yourself. Ah, so close to the end, and yet feeling like life is just blossoming into such a feast of emotions. But who cares? Today you dance. Today you dance forever. The last day of summer is here. And there's only one person we'd love to spend it with. That was a sensual moan.
Okay.
Nicolas Cage. Today is the day. Today you die.
Hey, Nicolas Cage. We both know what happens now. Are you ready?
As ready as you'll ever be. Your big party goes off without a hitch. It's a true celebration of life. Your life. After several hours of dancing and fun, everyone has gone to watch the meteor shower or elsewhere.
It has been beautiful, hasn't it? I've loved doing this with you. I didn't know you that well before, but now that I've helped arrange a celebration of your life, I think I know you much better. And I must admit, I like what I see. Okay, it should happen any moment now. I'll get a ping on my phone for the gig. I asked to take any gig nearby tonight, so I should be the one bringing you to the other side.
You two hold hands and wait. And wait.
Weird. Let me check something.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, so funny story. I think I misread that gig. It wasn't you who's dying tonight, but another Nicolas Cage.
It's a Nicolas Cage impersonator.
It's a pretty common name, you know.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I finally paid a bit more attention to my gigs. My bad.
So you're not going to die?
I mean, you will someday, but not tonight. Still, we could keep on celebrating life if you know what I mean.
Milo starts undressing while entering the lake. They throw you a short, suggestive glance.
Time to be reborn.
Oh. Your heart stops for a second. But like, in a good way. Again, I know they're androgynous, and I am not gay myself, nor this, but... Whew. I just call her. You join Milo in the lake. They're so free, so in love with life. It's inspiring. You could learn a lot from them, like how meaningless it is to worry about death, when you could spend every minute basking in the earthly wonders of being alive. And that night you celebrate life in a feast of flesh and desire. I'd also like to state, that is honestly what I have. I have no fear of death. When my time finally comes, I will embrace death like an old friend. And I will ask them how they've been. But for now, before we knew it, those weeks were gone. It felt like a hot minute, and it felt like an entire lifetime. That night, as we saw summer coming to an end, we all wondered how it would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know, life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older and I can see it. How those years became the foundation of the mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned tragedies sung for centuries. Wild nights became epics treasured forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now a constellation we'll always find when gazing into the starry sky. No matter how many years go by. Even today I can still close my eyes and I'm there. On that last summer night. Feeling like I was just starting to live life. With all my friends around that campfire. So young and unafraid. And so ready to start. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me for this adventure. I'm sorry it's taken so long to get back to Monster Camp, as well as just, well, a lot of things, to be honest. Life has many challenges and many trials, but I tried my best to keep up. Oh, that's so perfect! I forgot about that for a moment. Lovely ending for those two, even in the credits. But for now, thank you so much for watching, all you beautiful viewers. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, you know the jazz. Thank you so much for, well, for everything. But enough of my savviness. As always, stay beautiful people, and I'll catch you next time on another episode or another adventure. Stay beautiful people.